It's been a while since I've been in the microphone business, but I finally found something that really impressed me and kind of changes the game. Now, for this entire video, like all my videos with microphones, I'm going to record the entire thing with the microphone in question so you can kind of see if you're impressed or kind of disappointed. This is the HyperX Flipcast. It's trying to directly compete with the Shure MV7, I believe what it's called. Yeah, MV7. And Shure is a very big name when it comes to microphones. In fact, I use them for almost all my recordings back when I used to do music. But I think this thing actually does have some compelling features and quality to it that might actually sway your opinion a little bit. Opening this thing out of the box, it does come with a USB-C with a very decent good length, a little sock that it comes inside of, a little pouch kind of thing. It's kind of nice. And the stand that it's attached to is super high quality. The entire thing is very high quality. No complaints as far as that goes with the price you're paying. Yeah, you're getting metal. Yeah, you're getting something solid and durable and heavy. It's going to look nice in your setup. Absolutely. No doubt about that. It also has the ability to monitor your input as in a dial on the side that's going to show you if you're being loud or quiet or peaking, all those things. For one, this does offer dual connections, USB-C and XLR. It also has some AI smart tools in it in the software that allow you to EQ, get rid of noise reduction, add a limiter and compressor just by checking a box. And sometimes that's what you need when you're recording things. You don't need to spend half an hour to an hour or even multiple takes and multiple recordings trying to get the sound just right. Man, it is honestly such a pain sometimes when you're using high quality gear. Well, this does come in at a whopping $225. So that might be the reason why a lot of people are kind of turned off by this device, because it's just a little premium more than others. But there's some other microphones out there that go up to the $400 to $1,000 range, so this is still technically budget when it comes to audio. This does record at 32-bit, 192 kilohertz. Comes with really quick tap to mute options, as well as an input gain volume, headphone monitoring, really cool RGB that's customizable as well, and two really interesting switches that I am kind of a big fan of. It has a low-end cutoff switch and a mid-boost switch to kind of add more clarity to your voice. Both of those things as a physical switch on the device, very cool. Actually kind of interesting because it's not very seen on many things. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. For example, when using the XLR connection, there are a few issues with the plosives. And if you don't know what plosives are, you might have been hearing it this entire video because I'm not monitoring my audio, which is kind of a stupid mistake. But it's when you're saying your p and your b sounds, the AI noise reducer, compressor, and limiter might be helping right now. When it's off and it's just using XLR and your own kind of ear and EQ, you hear a lot of those p and buzz the entire time, and it can get a little annoying. It does say it has a pop-in filter included in here on the inside internals, but from my opinion, it's not doing that much work. It's kind of sensitive in that regard. And it has a lot of hiss if you're using the XLR connection, but if you're using the USB-C connection with the AI tool, then you're not going to have that problem at all. I actually have no issues whatsoever with this when I'm using those options. Now, anyone who's recording should always have a pop filter handy, because as you can see, it filters out all of that in dynamic microphones. Condenser microphones don't have that problem as much, but dynamic ones absolutely do. So just hear this real quick. Peter, Piper, Piker, Peter, Pecker, Piper. You can definitely hear that it cuts out all those plosives because the wind that's coming out of your mouth is being blocked by this device, which is pretty simple and affordable as well if you need one. So testing out all the tools in the Ingenuity app, there's actually quite a cool things. If you listen closely, you can hear kind of a hiss. Yeah, it's not the best because there's a PC running, there's a fan in the background, lots of things are on. But if I just check this box, all of that goes away. And if you notice something, my voice does not sound out of place at all. It actually sounds perfect. I don't really know how they accomplished this so well, but they did a really good job. So if we have that on along with the compressor, my voice is going to sound way more present, and that compression just adds a little bit of clarity on there. And we can add a limiter, so everything just sounds even louder the more we want to go loud. So this sounds fantastic overall. I'm a really big fan of this. And again, this is USB-C. There's also a lot of other cool things in this app, especially with the lighting effects. My favorite one was the surging wave. You can also have a solid color, a calming wave, a breathing effect, a lot of other really cool customizations. And the presets also gives you a lot of flexibility. So in here, I made a couple different ones. We're going to go ahead and tweak these. And in these settings here, you can EQ everything. So this is a simple version. So the bass, we can go all the way up if we wanted to, or all the way down, the lows and mids, and it just works. It does what you needed to do. It's very simple. This is how I prefer to mix mine. Of course, I'm not thinking about mixing right now. I'm just kind of pressing buttons so that you guys can get a good demonstration of how the application works. But overall, it's really, really well designed. And here's the more advanced version. This is a much better view. You can have your highs all the way up here. You can tweak every individual sound frequency. And if you need to like go in a smaller bandwidth because there's just one little weird sound in your background bothering you, you can do that here. And it's really, really helpful to have that visualization. So it's super comprehensive in all of its feature sets, is really good at filtering out noise. It has lots of good built-in features. But can this thing compare to different microphones that I have laying around my studio? I have a couple other microphones in my studio that I will be comparing this to directly, so you yourself can make the determination if this thing could be worth the extra $220 you're paying for. Yeah, these won't have that AI options, but it's good to see which ones are kind of sound better or not. And I will be disabling the AI stuff on here as well, so you can see what it looks like. Sounds like raw, especially the XLR connection that I need you guys to hear, because that does seem to be sort of a problem here. And if you're paying $225 or $220 for a microphone, the XLR connection should be pretty solid, not much noise in the background, but we'll have to just test it out and see. This is the Flipcast with no AI, no EQ, no settings whatsoever through the USB-C connection. This is the Flipcast with the AI enhancements on, including compressor and limiter, all through the USB-C connection as well. This is the Flipcast with the XLR connection with no other settings applied. So I will say about this is that you're going to have some hiss and you're going to hear some pop filter going on. But overall, it still has a very nice warm quality to it. So this is the Flipcast with the XLR connection with just a few filters thrown on in OBS, limiter, expander, compressor, and some EQ. So it should sound a little bit decent, but not going to be sounding as good as the AI stock version using USB-C, which is surprising. This is the Stellar TZ-X2. Now, it is a condenser microphone, so it's going to sound much different, and so it's going to capture a lot more of the background noise, but I wanted to show you on price comparison because this is also a $200 microphone. It does not have any software included and is only XLR, so it's going through one of my interfaces. Just keep in mind that there is nothing you can change here, and you'll have to sit and tweak things manually through your EQ settings. I've used this microphone for the majority of my YouTube videos. I've dealt with kind of an issue with background noise with my PC running at the same time, which it seems the Flipcast has resolved. But this is still a very good microphone for the $200 price point. And I do want to make one clarification. This microphone is on sale currently for $134, where normally it's $269. So there is a wide range of prices this thing could actually end up being. Okay, we are back to the TZ-X2. This is, again, a condenser microphone. This is raw. There is no filters whatsoever, and you're going to hear a lot of background noise, including hissing and a lot of popping because there's no pop filter in front either. I just want to give you guys a kind of an idea of what the different range of microphones are, and the more work you put into the more expensive ones, right? But it does capture more information, which is useful. Okay, so this is the Fifine AM8, and I do have all the filters still turned on from previous recording, but I wanted to show you guys what this thing can sound like for a $50 microphone. Again, we're going from the $50 range all the way to the $250 range. So this is still a very impressive microphone for what it's doing. This is the XLR connection. I'll give it to you guys raw as well if you want it that way. And we'll go to USB-C here in a second. And now here's the Fifine with the XLR connection, completely raw, just so you guys can see how it sounds. Overall, again, it's on sale right now for $44, so just in case you're aware. All right, so here's your Fifine with the USB-C connection. There's no audio mixing at all. It's just raw for you guys. There is a Genie mixer that they just came out with. It doesn't seem like it supports this device quite yet, but it does exist, and it does have some presets you can toggle on and off. Nothing I don't think like the Flipcast would sound like, but a $50 microphone, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Well, if you're interested in the HyperX Flipcast microphone, I encourage you to look at the description down below and click all the links that are available. It does help the channel a little bit when you're buying something from me. And personally, this microphone might be the one I record with going forward. We'll see. I want you guys to give me some feedback in the comments down below and let me know if I should be recording with this or continue with the microphone I've been using for all these years. Thanks for watching Lucky Strike Tech. I'll catch you guys in the next one.